What's up guys, Jerome here from the Bonsai Supply, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to upkeep a windswept bonsai. So now there's an actual windswept bonsai style underneath here somewhere. So this is my Vitex. It's a Vitex Rotundifolia, which is a semi-tropical or a semi-deciduous tree, if you will. It does really well in the tropicals. It doesn't have to go dormant, but it definitely can go dormant. So in terms of like, you can keep it outdoors to a hardiness zone 7, so it does really well from 7 to like a 13, which is a very wide range for a tree. But I've had this tree in South Florida, which was 10B, and now I'm up here in Georgia. I'm in growing zone 7 something, and the tree does extremely well. This tree the tree itself is a very old tree, but the windswept design, this is probably year number 4 that is in the windswept design. It was a semi-cascade before, which if you scroll down, actually you can see the very first styling that I did on this tree and a couple other applications. So if you want to go back and see how this tree started out, I encourage you guys to scroll down. If you've seen it, please stick around and we keep on rocking here. So the windswept design is a very easy design to create, but to maintain the windswept style is a completely different challenge, I want to say. It's much like the weeping style, where the new branches come up and grow towards the sky. That's the same idea here. As you have your branches placed in the wind sweeping design, all new growth will come up from these horizontal branches, and everything will start to grow up vertically. So you have to be on top of this style, keep defoliating, keep wiring to keep that shape, the windswept shape. Now, as you may notice, it also does not look very appealing. Once it has all the leaves on, it kind of looks like a bush. So this, once again, is a style much like the weeping style that is best shown and best appreciated when it has no leaves on it. So when it's naked or in the winter silhouette, if you will. So today we're going to go ahead and restore this tree, brings the shape back into this tree. We're going to go ahead and repot it, and we're also going to rework the entire canopy. You may notice that the pot down here is extremely dirty. That's because this tree likes to grow in water, much like a cypress. Once the beginning of the summer comes, I take this tree and I just set it in a dish of water, and it likes that very much. I do water it from the top every single day as well, but it likes to keep its feet wet, just like a ball cypress, just like a wisteria. They like to keep their feet wet during the hot months. This tree was last repotted a year ago, so you're going to see once I take it out how thick of a root ball I'm going to have. This is probably the fastest growing species that I have ever come across. The root ball grows extremely fast, and I'm going to cut the roots down to pretty much nothing, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. So first order of business is to go ahead and remove all the leaves, and just like any other tree, we hold the branch and we just pull the leaves off like that. And that's it. So let me get to work here, and I'll catch you guys in a second. So generally, after defoliation, I will go ahead and wire the entire tree, since it is already established in its current pot. But since this tree, all the main branches are already in place, and I'm not going to have to do a lot of heavy branch wiring. So therefore, I'm going to go ahead and lift the tree out of this pot first, do the repotting first, and then after the repotting, I'm going to go ahead and wire some of the finer branches, use some guide wire, and bring the tree back into shape. Before I started defoliating, I mentioned that all the branches grow straight up from the main branches, and that's what's difficult, maintaining the shape of a windswept. As you can see here, all of these branches here from the main trunk, they go straight up towards the sky. So those little branches, we'll have to wire and bring them over into the windswept design. So let's get to work. Alright, so as you saw, the tree was really root bound. It took me a while to use my comma and drive around the entire pot to then safely lift it out. And then I reduced the root ball quite a bit because these are such fast growers that it is fine that I reduced the root ball so much, and it's going to fill out the rest of the pot in about 6 to 9 months again, so I don't have to worry about that. So now the next step is to go actually through the tree and select the branches, remove the branches that are too thick to wire into the windswept position, and kind of keep the thinner branches which we are then going to wire. So I'm going to show you a couple examples of what I'm going to look for and what I'm going to remove. So the first branch that I want to remove is this thick one right in here. So this thick branch, even though I can bend it into the same direction, it is too thick to give a good movement. So therefore I'm just going to remove this one. And then I have another branch right up in here. So as you see, this branch here is very thick, and then the branch below it that's already placed in the windswept design is really nice and thin. So this branch, I could never bend it down and give it the same shape as this one. But I have a smaller branch right behind it. So I'm going to remove this thick one and keep the thinner one, and then wire the thinner one and give it some more shape. And so basically I'm going to go through the entire tree now and do this with every single section. Kind of remove the thicker pieces that are uninteresting and replace them with thinner branches that I can give more movement and make them look more interesting. So after the foliation, we went ahead and repotted it into this pot, and you may notice that the foot of the pot is actually showing as the front. Now traditionally, a pot that has 3 feet, you want to pot the tree in between the 2 feet, and that's just a regular tradition. However, my personal preference is to actually show the foot. Since the foot is so beautiful, I chose it to utilize it and show the front of the tree, which I think works out quite well. So after potting it, we used a number of techniques. We used wiring techniques on the fine branches out here, and inside of the tree itself, we used guide wires with aquarium tubing to kind of compact the entire design, trimmed it back, and now this tree is ready to go back out into full sun and to continue to grow and to continue to develop. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope that you guys learned a little something as well on how to keep your windswept tree in shape, maintenance work on windswepts. Please comment below, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.
All right.